Absolutely. Well, first of all, James, it's always great to see you and LC Sportsnet here on opening day of camp. Thanks for taking the time to come and be with us here on this beautiful afternoon, first day of camp. So, we had a great morning session. We're working through the afternoon right now, and I think that when you look at the start of heat acclimation until the end, you could really see the maturation and the progress the boys made. Same thing already in day one of camp here today. We took big strides in the morning. Some of these underclassmen, it's like, hey, if you're a sophomore, it doesn't matter. Come Friday night, you're not just going against sophomores, you're going against juniors and seniors. So we've got to, get them ready so they can rise to that level and compete at that level. So it's definitely a team that we're looking for maturation out of. And as I said, I thought they showed that during the heat acclimation week. They're certainly doing that as well during this opening day of camp, and it's something that we hope that it continues all throughout camp. This is a big week. This week will go a long way in defining who we are throughout the season. Certainly, the staple of our program is the wing tee offense. I think that we're fortunate with the kinds of kids that we have on the team this year. We've got the personnel to be able to run that offense successfully. Paying off on the field, and we're excited. We hope that we can sustain that success offensively and keep drives alive, move the ball, and hopefully find the end zone.
Definitely some good intensity during the pads hitting this week, with full pads especially. Last week we had a really good week too. We started rolling with the uppers, and now we have lowers on, so now we're getting after it. Especially on defense, we can actually full go now. So I think a lot of guys are responding the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everything's going great. I think the effort's really high, and people are just doing well. Like, everyone's trying really hard. Everyone's getting their plays down. Like, everything's clicking.
I think Jamie's done a great job as coming up from a junior standpoint, but there's so many in his class. The juniors are just such a great class. Most of them have already played varsity football. We have Jake started as a freshman. He's going to be a force to deal with, and our whole line is going to be, they've played, they know it's going to come, and they're ready for it. So I think all of them have already taken over in leadership in one way or another.
DBs versus linebackers. We do open field tackling every year during camp, and we do DBs versus linebackers. We keep score every day. That's definitely my favorite drill.
Yeah, that's definitely a fun one. I like the inside-out angles, just getting to tackle guys, getting good angles, and getting ready pretty much for good players that we're going to eventually have to see. So
we're going to be stout in the front seven. Again, it's a lot of guys who've really committed and invested themselves to get stronger in the weight room, and strength in the weight room generally leads to success within the front seven. So it's a good group. It's a group that's coming together. They're starting to gel. And I've always said I feel that the key to being a successful defense is communication. Communication and understanding where the guy next to you fits, where the guy next to you goes. We're seeing that in the front seven. We return a lot of experience in the front seven. We've got some new guys in the secondary, but it's a group that's certainly gelled. They've really from the start of summer through now into August, they've come a long way. They're continuing to grow, develop each and every day. And again, that communication with the secondary and the back seven is, I think, maybe certainly every bit as important as it is in the front seven. So again, just working on evolving as a unit, one team where everybody's on the same wavelength and on the same page. That's certainly a big thing that we're looking at defensively. So I think whenever you look, our two seniors, Aiden Gardner returns. He was a starter for us a season ago. He's the captain of this year's team. And Aiden's a guy that we expect big things out of on both sides of the ball. We expect him to contribute as a back on offense and a linebacker on defense, and we expect him to provide great leadership. Our second senior, Evan Richardson, he's a guy he wasn't with us last year, but we're very excited that he decided to come back out for his senior season. He's having a good heat acclimation, good camp. He's certainly a guy that we're expecting big things from. We look for leadership out of the junior class. We kind of used a hockey model this year. We've got one captain. I talked about Aiden. We've got, I think the technical term is alternate captain. I call it assistant captain. The A on the hockey jersey, that's a junior. That's Jamie Miller. He's doing a great job. From a leadership standpoint, he's a guy, same positions as Aiden. We expect, lots from Jamie in the backfield on offense, and certainly from the linebacker level on defense. So those guys are doing a great job. They're you know, stepping up as leaders of the team, and it's a great group. Yeah, that's one thing I think that, you know, we're really preaching A&E this year, attitude and effort. And every time we take the field, it's a group that we're delighted to work with that takes the field with great attitude, great effort, and great enthusiasm.